right, friends, welcome to this JV University session. Today we are going to talk about front kicks. Out of the 4 kicks in clock, the front kick is the most intuitive one for people to grab onto. So there's really not too much that can go wrong with it, but still we want to make sure we are being safe. So I have a couple of tips for you if you find yourself struggling with front kicks or you just want to do a little check-in with yourself and make sure you're doing front kicks correctly. A front kick is pretty self-explanatory, but let's go through it. We're going to have our feet about hip width apart. Make sure your feet are not together. That is going to throw off your balance unnecessarily, and you wouldn't do a front kick like that in real life anyway. So when I say in real life, if you were fighting someone, which hopefully you're not doing too much of that anyway. So for a front kick, your target is standing in front of you, and you're trying to kick them underneath the chin. You're trying to kick them in the face, but underneath the chin and make their head go back like this. Kind of like an uppercut. The energy's going upward. Front kick is the same, energy going upward. So we want to make their head go back, okay? So think of your target in front of you. That means you're not going to have your feet together. If you were really going to kick someone under their chin, make their head go back, you were going to do like this, right? You're going to have your feet apart and you're going to have your knees bent. So when you do a front kick, first things first, hands in, okay? All the time we see this, and I know it can be kind of like awkward turtle in clocked if you're not used to it. You can be like, what do I do with my hands? General rule of thumb for clocked. If the hands aren't punching, they are pulled in unless otherwise specified by your coach. So the default, always be on your guard. Hands are near the vulnerable parts of your body to protect them. So knees bent, feet shoulder width apart. Let's do a left front kick for the purposes of this video. I'm going to exhale, crunch through my abdomen, and kick upward. Let me turn to the side so you can watch my right leg. Notice it. Is it straight or is it bent? It is bent. Always in clocked. Soft knees, soft elbows. We never want to lock out the standing leg no matter what kind of kick it is. So for a front kick, that standing leg, supporting leg, is always bent. Don't lock it out. Hands are in, not dropping down. With the hands, I want you to think about it this way and remember it. The more you let your hands dangle like this, whether it's on a roundhouse or a front kick or a back kick, one, that's not how you would fight. Two, you are using your arms to balance and not your core to balance. So I want you to think about this. Just by pulling your arms in, you're steering more work towards your core. Make your core do the work. So when you pull the hands in, energy goes into center. Core is going to do more of the work. Clocked at its essence is a big, fat, giant core workout. That's what we do. Use your abs a ton. But you got to think about using your abs. So I'm going to exhale as I kick. Same thing for a side kick or a roundhouse. I recommend you always exhale when you're exerting force. So as you're doing the hard part of the exercise, blow the air out like you would candles on a birthday cake. So we're here, kick. Now, if that's too much, extending the leg, if that doesn't feel right, bend the knee, do a knee pull. We do knee pulls all the time in clocked as a way to strengthen your hip flexors so that if you're not ready for a full kick now, after you practice a lot of those knee pulls and clocked workouts, hip flexors will be strong enough to allow you to go ahead and extend that leg. So that is a front kick.